Hey you guys, this is Voices of the Void and I'm WaybackGuy. I'm going to show you how to record a signal in this game. It's one of the first things you got to do and it's rather confusing, at least it was for me. So first thing I'm going to do is go to this panel here. This is called the coordinate panel. So to interact with it, press E. Okay, so now we're in the coordinate panel. So I'm going to use the WASD keys to move around on the coordinate panel, like so. I can hit the shift button and it will show me where there are possible signals coming from different sort of bodies in the sky. So I'm just going to keep moving around here until I see some sort of a star or planet pulsating. So I'm going to keep moving around. There's a cooldown in the bottom left of the screen too that lets you know when you can do another scan. So I'm just going to keep moving around here until I find something moving on the screen, something pulsating. Here we go, right there. And I just go on top of it here with my crosshair and I press enter. So it's pinging there. It says in the bottom of the screen, pinging, successful ping. All right, so I can press escape to get out of that. That was called the coordinate panel. That's step one. So now let's go to step two. Over here is the downloading panel. Now this can get rather confusing. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of buttons here. First thing I'm going to do, there's these two buttons that are in red. Turn them on. Press E to turn them on. Green, like that. There we go. So now the one is for polarity and one is for frequency. So if we zoom in here, we got a polarity filter and we got a frequency filter. So we're going to do each one of these separately. So first thing we want to do is we want to hold down E on one of these knobs. And while I'm doing that, I can move my mouse around if I want. And then I can use the scroll wheel to adjust it. I'm going to zoom in here. So you can see things are moving here on the screen of the monitor there. So again, for polarity, the top three, let me zoom in here. The top three knobs are for polarity. You do them in, they have different increments, +1, +5, and +15. Obviously, the higher increments, the faster things are going to move on the screen. So again, to use it, highlight one of those knobs and hold E. Then look at the screen with your mouse. And I'm going to use the scroll wheel while holding E to adjust the offset speed. You see the offset speed there? Right there, like on the second line. So I'm adjusting the offset speed. And the goal here is to find the magic number for filter offset. That's the first line. We're looking for the magic number for filter offset. And the magic number will land on the magic number when we hit an output data in yellow there of 100%. So I'm just going to keep adjusting this. It's taking a while because I'm going by increments of 5. I suggest starting with a larger increment like the one on the far upper right here, this knob here. Again, the top three knobs are for polarity, so we'll go by increments of 15. So this will adjust faster. We're trying to get the output data to change. Now, why? Okay, so it looks like the offset speed goes from -360 to +360 there, offset speed, which is crazy fast. So I'm going to turn it back down to 0 here. Or just turn it down a little bit. So nothing's happening, right? Like, why is nothing happening? The output data still says 0%. Well, polarity has another knob here on the upper left. It's called change polarity. Right now it's on right. Let's change it to left. Okay? So now let's try adjusting the knobs, the top three knobs here again. And see if anything changes with output data. There we go. Output data was changing. You saw it? You see it's kind of flickering a little bit. I'm going to really slow down my speed here, because I'm going too fast. I'm actually going to go probably by increments of, let's go by increments of 5. So let's zoom in here again. Increasing the speed. We're at 60D divided by S. I don't know what that stands for, guys. Don't worry about it. Okay, and you can go plus or minus. So we're trying to find, again, that magic number of filter offset. It's also the magic position of this symbol over here, basically what we're looking for. And you can see this bar here is filling up, which also represents the 100% there. So we're really close. We're at filter offset of 164.88. We have an offset speed of 0. That means we're not adjusting it at all. Now I'm going to adjust it by just moving my scroll wheel on my mouse just slightly. I'm almost at, see, look at that. I'm at 99.5%. You could probably stop there, but if we want to get to 100%, Let's hold down E. We're going to go by increments of 1 with the speed on the offset speed. I'm just barely adjusting it. Whoop. Ah, I missed it. I missed it. I missed it, guys. Okay, so I'm going scroll wheel down to go back. And I'm going scroll wheel up to increase the value of the filter offset. We're at filter offset of 159.57 degrees. That looks like the magic number is probably going to be about 160. But I'm really just watching the output data there. I'm trying to get to 100%. There we go. 100% looks like the magic number is 160.60 degrees for me. It'll be different for you. And you can see also this bar is completely full here on this little radar clock looking symbol thing. So that is polarity. We're done with polarity. We don't need to do anything else with the polarity filter. Next is frequency filter. Frequency filter, I think, is a little bit more sensitive, but you don't have, there is no change frequency like there is a change polarity button. So you don't need to worry about that. The frequency filter is adjusted with the bottom 3 knobs. So let's start by doing some big jumps here. You can see the jumps are different here. They go by +1, +10, and +100. So I'm going to go over the +100 here in the bottom right knob. I'm going to hold E. I click holding E on it. I'm going to look at the monitor, and then I'm going to adjust it with the scroll wheel. I'm holding E and I'm using the scroll wheel, just like with the polarity filter. So now we're looking at frequency filter. So you can see by just adjusting it, by just going scroll wheel notching, by just notching the scroll wheel up once, it increases an offset speed of 100. So we're at 100 there, D divided by S. Degrees per second, I don't know what it is. All right, so we're real close. Okay, so we're getting pretty close already because we're doing big jumps. You can see there's like a waveform here. So we're at 39 or 69.8 on the output data. So let's go back. Let's go down to the lowest adjustment here of +1. All right, so we need to go down a little bit more. I'm just very lightly going back and forth on the scroll wheel. Now, what I do is, the way to do this is you go with the scroll wheel, you go down 1 click on your scroll wheel on your mouse, and then that gets the speed going here. That's what I'm doing right now. But then I immediately go back up 1 click because I'm trying to change the offset speed. I'm going down, basically down in speed into negative speed. Like that, -1, -1, -1. But then I immediately go back up on my scroll wheel because I want to go back to 0 offset speed because I'm kind of trying to like very, very faintly touching it because I'm trying to do small increments here. Because if I go like, I'll go ahead and mess it up here. If I just go down 1 on my scroll wheel and then I let go, it's just gonna keep moving because it's set at an offset speed of -1. We don't want that. So I'm gonna go back up here. Again, this whole time I'm holding E. You gotta hold E. Okay. All right, we're almost there. So I'm trying to get close to it. And when you go past it, see, like I'm going up higher with this offset speed. I go up offset speed of +1. I'm getting further away. Well, I can go an offset speed of -1. I'm getting closer, and then I'm getting further away. I'll be getting further away again because we're trying to, again, find that magic number, the magic number for the filter offset here. So we're at 304.86. So I'm going up a little bit in speed. I'm getting near the number. I'm real close to the number. This is really sensitive. Also, the game does automatically save, and that kind of can mess you up sometimes. I believe you don't have to get exactly 100% on the output data there, but I'm so close. I'm trying to get it on there, but you can start driving yourself nuts trying to get it exactly. I'm looking at 99.8%. So we're at a filter offset of 306.30 degrees. So that's about this magic number. We could probably stop there. I'm just a perfectionist. I'm going to try to get to 100. See how long it takes me to get to 100 output data. I mean, it's really just kind of trial and error. And it's really almost just kind of luck if you land exactly on 100%. Oh, I saw it there for a second. I'm basically just tiptoeing around that magic number, going up, going above it and below it pretty much with the scroll wheel, going scroll wheel down, scroll wheel up on my mouse. And I'm so close. We got it, guys. Oh, gosh. Okay, the magic number was 306.29 degrees there in that case. And you can see the waveform is like really steep. That doesn't really matter, but if you like to look at, you could look at it visually, or you could look at the numbers. I like to look at the numbers myself because it's more precise, but okay, so we did that. So now, again, this is called the downloading panel. This is step 2 in the tutorial. So now what we do, now that we got that, we've adjusted the polarity and the frequency, we want to save the signal, guys. So there's delete signal. Don't do delete signal. There's delete signal. Don't do that. After all that work, you want to hit save signal. So save signal is this little yellow button here in the far bottom right. It's kind of hard to see. Turn my flashlight on. There it is. Okay, so all I do is hit E. Okay, so that should save the signal. It didn't save the signal, though. Why didn't it save the signal? Why didn't it save the signal, guys? Why didn't it save the signal? I got 100% output data and 100% output data. That's why. See, if you look in the bottom right of the monitor, it says downloading. So what does that mean? It means we probably need to fast forward this. Basically, I can't save the signal until the download is complete. So while this is downloading, you could go do other things in the game, you know, because you'll have other tasks you need to do. Like you'll need to repair things and whatnot in the game. I'm not going to cover that in this video, though. But basically, we just need to wait for this download to finish. You see the bottom line here says downloaded. It's at about 40%. So we got to get up to 100% on the download. And then when that is done, I can click on the, or I can hit E on the save signal, and I'll save the signal. Looks like we've detected a object. It is an asteroid. So that's what the signal is coming from, an asteroid in space, right? So that's what we got. We have a signal quality of low, signal frequency of high. Wouldn't worry about that. They also have an efficiency number here, energy consumption. Wouldn't really worry about that stuff right now. It's just we got download of about 50% now. 50% now. So this is going to take a while, guys. Okay, 100%. It's 100%. The download is done, so we can hit save signal. And watch this screen when I do that. Let me back up a little bit. I'm going to hit save signal. Boop. All right, so that just appeared on this panel here. This panel is called the playback panel. So the first thing we do here is we would click on it, or we click on, let me see here. We can adjust the volume here. We want to scroll through the list with, there's a scroll wheel here. So we hold E, and then I use the scroll wheel, and I can scroll up and down, you see? So you can find, and they have line numbers there. You see line numbers? It's line number 1. We're on line number 0. So there you go. So that's what I just saved, the asteroid. So you want to highlight it like I just did there with the scroll wheel. Hold E and use the scroll wheel so it's highlighted there in the center of the screen. Then we're going to hit the yellow button to listen to the signal. Cover your ears. So loud. You can adjust the volume right here, actually. See, I'm adjusting the volume there. Oh, wait. Yeah, so you can adjust the volume if you want. Wow, you can turn it all the way up if you want to. Why would you want to go to 500% volume? Okay, I did not know you could do that high. Okay, let's just leave it at 100%. So you can adjust the volume there with that knob. Okay, so now I want to hit the save signal button, this purple button right there in the upper right. So save signal. All right, so the signal has been saved. Now we want to place a drive in the slot. There's a drive slot here. What the heck's it? Where's the drives at, right? I gotta find a drive, right? Okay, there we go. Whoop, there's a drive right here. This place is a mess. I apologize. All right, stick the drive in there by just grabbing it, holding E on it, and grab it and drop it in there. Okay, so the drive is in there now. So now that we got the drive installed, we can hit the import export button, which is this green button here on the left of the drive. Boop. Okay, so now you see there's a light that's green on the drive, which means we're done. We did that. So yay. We can still play back stuff. The toggle visualization button here, that's like an upgrade for later. So I can grab the drive out of here. Now, in the tutorial, you're able to use this other panel, which is step 4, for processing. So you put the drive in the slot, and then you would process it. But you need an upgrade for that, I believe. But what I want to do with this drive is I bring it this way. Oh, gosh. Oh, God. Okay. The automatic save in this game is a little janky. Where did the drive go? I dropped my drive. I dropped my drive. I don't know where it went, guys. Where'd it go? It like blew up when I went over the door and then the game saved. Oh no. Okay, guys, I think I lost the drive. Well, that'll be the end of the tutorial. Guys, I found the drive. It was over here. Something happened. I was walking over here by the door and then the drive blew up or something. Is it raining inside? It's raining inside the building, guys. It's raining inside.